The problem with movements that picks one demographic and then decides to fight for the rights of that demographic is that they will inevitably become supremacist when they get what they want. Let us, for example, say that people with blonde hair is an oppressed class in modern society. If I then start a movement that decides to fight for the rights of people with blonde hair, and I then succeed with the movement and I achieve equality, then my movement will still exist and will still fight for the rights of people with blonde hair. But since we are now equal, the people fighting for the rights of people with blonde hair will then tilt the switch even more and become supremacist against everyone who doesn't have blonde hair. This is why I pick egalitarianism. I fight for equal rights. This means that if any demographic is oppressed in my society, then I will in effect be fighting for their rights. But my goal is equal rights. My goal is not to fight for any demographic's rights. And that makes all the difference.
If you've ever heard someone say, but what about black on black crime? We've got you covered.
It's a good argument. If what you're fighting for is black lives, then why do you protest and demonstrate against the tiny number of black people killed by police brutality, while you ignore one of the greatest causes of death for black people?
Scrolling through your Facebook feed, you'll probably see articles and arguments about Black Lives Matter. A lot of people are mad or just confused about this movement. So here are responses to 4 questions you might hear when talking about Black Lives Matter. Oh, so you care about black lives? Then why aren't you talking about black on black crime? First off, this assumes that the black community isn't worried about gun violence.
Stop right there. There is no such thing as a black community. You may have local communities with a lot of black people, but black people are not a community. The fact that they share a skin color doesn't make them a community. And we're not saying that the black community doesn't care about black on black crime. There are probably a lot of people in the local communities with a lot of black people who cares a lot about black on black crime and black on black murder. We are saying that Black Lives Matter doesn't care about black on black crime, since we never see them protest or do anything against black on black crime.
This assumes that the black community isn't worried about gun violence, which isn't true. For example, Ceasefire in Chicago is an organization that actually intervenes in local street and gang fights. There's even a documentary about them called The Interrupters.
Were the creators of Ceasefire a part of the Black Lives Matter movement? If no, then they are irrelevant when we are discussing Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter isn't just about the loss of life, which is always terrible, it's about the lack of consequences when black lives are taken at the hands of the police.
When police kills black people, you can often find articles about it and see protests happening because of it. I challenge you to go to Google and try to find articles about police killing white people. You can probably find some, but it will be a lot harder than finding articles about police killing black people. The consequences for the police when they kill black people are greater than when they kill white people.
When a civilian has committed a violent crime, they're generally arrested, tried, and then convicted. Conversely, there's a lot of evidence that it's very rare to secure an indictment against a police officer for excessive force. And an indictment is just a trial. It's not even a conviction. Also, black on black crime isn't a thing. 84% of white murder victims were killed by another white person. But we don't call it white on white crime.
Well, yes, we would call that white on white crime. If a white person commits a crime against another white person, that would be white on white crime.
That's because our communities are still very segregated. So if you have the misfortune of being the victim of a crime, the perpetrator will most likely look like you.
Look here, 28% of all crimes done in America are done by black people. At the same time, black people are only 13% of the population in America. 52% of all murders are done by black people. Crime is a higher problem in the communities where there are a lot of black people than in the communities where there are a lot of white people. If you want to help these communities with a lot of black people, then you should try to solve this problem. This is a higher problem than police brutality.
So why do people always bring up black on black crime? Because it's a diversion. They're trying to prove black citizens don't have the right to be outraged about police violence because their communities have a crime problem. But the truth is, black people are not more violent or more likely to commit crimes than anyone else.
Yes, they are. I have just proven to you that they are by using statistics.
The reality is, because of a history of institutional racism, black communities have higher poverty rates, suffer from poorly funded schools, and are more likely to be targeted by police.
Exactly. On average, black people are poorer than white people, and on average, black people gets less education than white people gets on average. This makes black people more likely to be criminals, on average.
So are you saying blue lives don't matter? Of course the lives of cops matter.
Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon. Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon. Pigs in a blanket, fry like bacon.
We're not using this argument because we think that saying Black Lives Matter automatically means that blue lives doesn't matter. We are using this argument because some of you actively advocates the killing of cops.
So you're saying only black lives matter? That's racist.
I agree that that argument is stupid. The fact that you say Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that you think white lives doesn't matter.
We've talked about this before, but this movement is not saying Black Lives Matter more than anyone else's. It's saying Black lives should matter, but the way that our justice system, our media, and our police have been operating suggests that they do not. It's totally okay for a movement to focus on issues specific to one marginalized group. Gay bars aren't unfair to straight people. A breast cancer walk isn't unfair to other forms of cancer, and Save the Rainforest isn't saying you hate all other trees.
Neither of the three examples you gave us were movements dedicated to fighting for the rights of some demographic, so they are not comparable to Black Lives Matter. If it were Save Women from Breast Cancer or Save Men from Breast Cancer, it would be comparable to Black Lives Matter.
But what about the white victims of police violence? There's way more of them. Yes, there are more white people killed by police officers than black people. But when you look proportionately within the populations, black Americans are 2.5 times as likely as white Americans to be shot and killed by police officers.
And if you look proportionately within the population, black people are about 2.5 times as likely to commit the most serious kinds of crimes. And most police shootings happens when serious kinds of crimes are involved.
Black men make up just 6% of the nation's population, but of all the unarmed people shot and killed by police in 2015, 40% of them were black men. Those numbers are tragic. If an unarmed citizen is killed by the police, or an armed citizen is killed under suspicious circumstances, people should be upset no matter what the victim's race. This isn't a competition.
Okay, so it's bad no matter what race the victim is. Can you show me one time someone from Black Lives Matter protested against the police killing a white person? I'm not sure you can.